nose down so you maintain 1,000 feet. Here's the secret. You can use trim to relieve that forward stick pressure. Slowly trim the nose down so you can maintain 1,000 feet without having to push the stick. The trim control sets the elevator position of the aircraft to maintain the desired pitch for a particular speed. It takes some tweaking to get the trim just right. Let the airspeed stabilize before you make your final adjustments. Good. The aircraft practically flies itself when configured properly. With the aircraft properly trimmed, you can fly at any airspeed completely hands-off. Remember, you trim for specific airspeeds. If you slow down or speed up, you'll need to retrim. Try slowing down now. Pull the throttle control back to maintain 2100 RPM. Good. See how the nose wants to drop as the aircraft slows down. Use the stick to hold the nose up, then trim to relieve the pressure. Keep adjusting the trim until the aircraft flies level at 1,000 feet at 90 miles per hour. Set the throttle to maintain 2100 RPM. You need to reach a constant speed to trim. Good. Keep trimming up until the airspeed settles and the nose stays where you want it. Great job. So now you know the secret to flying straight and level. Use trim to help maintain your desired altitude at any airspeed. Professional pilots always trim, because a trimmed aircraft is much easier to fly. Then we can just relax, and we're not fighting the aircraft. Okay, now that you know the fundamentals of flying straight and level, how about learning how to climb and descend? Your goal in this lesson is to climb and descend at a constant airspeed. In the takeoff lesson, you learn to pitch for 75 miles per hour, which is the aircraft's best rate of climb speed. Okay, you have control. Go ahead and add full power. Good. Let's pretend we just took off. Adjust the pitch to maintain 75 miles per hour as you climb. Don't forget to use trim to help you hold 75 miles per hour. Bang on speed, good work. Keep climbing to 3,000 feet. Down to hold this altitude. We're drifting off course. Be sure to keep the wings level throughout the maneuver. Stay at full throttle until the airspeed reaches 90 miles per hour, then reduce power to 2100 RPM to hold that speed. Okay, now I want to see you fly straight and level at 90 miles per hour and 3,000 feet. We're fast and high. Reduce power and pitch for 90 miles per hour. We're fast, reduce power and hold your altitude to slow to 90 miles per hour. When you pitch to hold your desired airspeed, you can adjust your altitude by just adding or reducing power. We're drifting off course. Be sure to keep the wings level throughout the maneuver. You're fast and low. Pitch for 90 miles per hour to climb back to 3,000 feet. You're slow and low. Increase power and pitch for 90 miles per hour. And we're slow. Increase power and hold your altitude to accelerate back to 90 miles per hour. And we're slow. Increase power and hold your altitude to accelerate back to 90 miles per hour. We're fast, reduce power and hold your altitude to slow to 90 miles per hour. If you pitch up or down without adjusting power, you can exchange speed for altitude or altitude for speed. By adjusting power, you can change one without changing the other. Good, you haven't forgotten how to fly straight and level. Now, down we go. Descend to 2,000 feet. To begin the descent, reduce the power to idle. Adjust pitch to maintain 75 miles per hour in the descent until we reach 2,000 feet. Remember, use trim to help you hold 75 miles per hour. Approaching 2,000 feet. Be ready to increase pitch and power so that we level out right on altitude. Here's 2,000. Pitch up to maintain this altitude and adjust the power to fly at 90 miles per hour. Be sure to trim the aircraft to maintain 90 miles per hour. Well done, you're a natural. Of course, I'm a pretty good instructor too. Just remember, use pitch for airspeed and power for altitude, and you'll be fine. quickly. Of course, in order to actually fly somewhere, you need to know the next fundamental maneuver, turning. Your goal in this lesson is to turn to the headings I specify while maintaining 90 miles per hour and 2,000 feet. You can see your heading by looking at the instrument panel. To turn, you'll move the stick left or right to bank the wings in the direction you want to go. Be sure to keep an eye on your altitude. The steeper you bank, the more the nose will want to drop. Ready to give it a go? Okay, you have control. Move the stick left to start banking left. That's enough bank. Keep turning until you reach a heading of 270 degrees, or west. Try to roll out at exactly 270. There, that wasn't difficult, was it? Let's try another one. Turn right and head east. That's 90 degrees, or 090. You've passed your target heading. Be sure to start rolling out early. Fly a heading of 90 degrees to continue. Excellent, you're getting the hang of this. Let's try something slightly more precise. Turn right to a heading of 175 degrees. Keep that turn going to 175 degrees. That's the wrong way. Turn in the other direction. Here's 175 degrees. You're a quick learner. No, you've passed your target heading. Be sure to start rolling out early. Okay, fly a heading of 175 degrees to continue. And you're a little high. Descend back down to 2,000 feet. Maintain 90 miles per hour throughout this maneuver. Now you know how to turn. Just bank in the direction you want to go, and hold the nose up to maintain your altitude. Wide Watson radio, Cub Golf Delta Lima, downwind for runway 25, full stop. Okay, you have control. Hold 1,000 feet, 70 miles per hour, and a heading of 090 degrees. Ready to return to Earth? Believe it or not, you've already learned everything you need to know to land. You just need to put it all together. I'll walk you through it. We'll land on that runway, just off the left wing. You're a little fast, slow to 70 miles per hour. First we'll start descending, then we'll make a left turn all the way around to line up with the runway. The secret to making a good landing is a stable approach. Remember, set the throttle control and leave it alone. Use pitch to control airspeed. Alright, it's time to start descending to the runway. Reduce power to 1400 RPM and lower the nose a bit. And you're too far to the left. I have control. We'll have to go around.